owners, welcome to the 2011 Peanut Butter Jelly Time Fantasy Football League season and the third year of the Peanut Butter Jelly Time web show, the Weekend Review. Season's off to a great start. It was a great draft night. Week 1 was fantastic. Huge scoring across the NFL. In addition to the new flex position, led to huge scoring across the league. We had 5 teams score over 100 points, with 4 more teams within 3 points of that century mark, for 75% of the team right at or above 100 points. Our game of the week obviously featured 2 of those teams. Now, don't laugh when I tell you who the winner of this first game was, but Big Daddy makes a triumphant return to the league with a signature 124-117 win over Cats with Guns. Big Daddy rode 6 players into double digits and was led by 26 points from Michael Vick, and 21 points from Matt Forte. Forte had a huge 56-yard touchdown run in his game. Both players scoring huge, neither one of them with enough yardage for bonuses, but great output from both of those players. The Cats had 7 in double digits, led by the 49er defense, actually, with 31 points on 2 defensive touchdowns, with a Ted Ginn sighting in that game, for I think both of those defensive special team scores. High score of the week, however, goes to Master Killer. Master Killer topped one of our new teams, Big Shirley's Pooh Nanny, 127-97. This game was not nearly as close as the score would indicate. Going into Monday night, Big Shirley was actually looking mighty small, with only 34 points on the board to Master Killer's full 127. The Poon got some big help from a monster game from Tom Brady, with 48 points on 517 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. His other double-digit guy in that game was Brandon Marshall, who had 15 points on 139 receiving yards. The big story obviously was Master Killer, however. Forget his end-of-the-season collapse last year. He's already in mid-season form with 6 in double digits, led by Kenny Britt's 27 points on 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. Of course, 80 yards, and one of those scores came on what I would consider more of a shot put than an actual pass. But hey, we go for points, not for style. So Rivers also had 23 on 335 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Eagles' defense chipped in 19 points in that high score from Master Killer. Another newcomer to the league had the opposite result from Big Shirley, and that was Big Leslie Chow Brown. Leslie took it to perennial powerhouse Pilot Lights, 118-98. Chow Brown had 6 in double digits, led by Rogers' 32 points way back on last Thursday. Those 32 points came on 312 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. BLCB got 18 from both Reggie Wayne and Aaron Hernandez, as both went over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Pilot Lights also had a huge game from their quarterback. I think we see a little bit of a trend going on here through just these first 2 games. Stafford had 30 points on 305 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Ray Rice had 28 points in the Pilot Lights losing effort on 149 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Thank me later for that draft day advice, and no, it wasn't take Nick Novak. The other team in the top 100 was the Pitons, as they took advantage of the fantasy feast on Monday night. Pitons came from behind to beat Clash City Rockers 106-86. Wes Welka led the way for the Pitons with 34 points on 160 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, including that 5-yard slant that turned into a 99-yard touchdown. Let's see. Kevin Cobb had 24 on 309 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. The Jets D had 18 on Sunday night. How do I know so much about the intricacies of the Piton win over Clash City Rockers? Well, I think we all know. I'm a sore loser. For the Clash City Rockers, who are already dealing with injuries, just trying to make myself feel a little bit better here. We had 3 in double digits, led by Megatron's 20 points. Clash City Rockers did lead the league in turnovers by the quarterback with 5 from Ben Roethlisberger. Staying in the Stewie division, Super Simon beat the Green Bay Packers South team, the Loose Cannons, 98-85. Simon only had 2 in double digits, but they combined for 67 points. 40 from Drew Brees on 419 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, and then 27 from LaShawn McCoy on 122 rushing yards. He chipped in an extra 15 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Loose Cannons had 5 in double digits, led by Run DMC's 21 on 150 yards of rushing. Unfortunately, no score for McFadden in that one. Simon's bench nearly outscored his starters as they tallied 97 points from the Pines, including Seabass's record-tying 63-yard field goal in that late Monday night game. Last but not least, the Dogs. Not the dog of the week. It's hard to have a dog of the week when everyone's scoring 1 million points. I did feature the lowest scoring team in the league, but the Chili Dogs put some hot sauce on them Sheboygan Headbangers, 99-78. The Dogs were led by the Ravens D, a reported decline, perhaps a little premature on that Ravens defense. Ravens D had 24 points, getting as many turnovers, 7, as points allowed, 7, in that game against the Steelers. Romo had 23 on 342 and 2 touchdowns for the victor. Sheboygan Headbangers had 4 in double digits, led by Said Ben's 20 on 121 yards rushing and 1 score. Unfortunately for the Headbangers, they also had 5 players score 7 points or less. So that's a rundown of the games. Our side bets. The Pick'em. Pitons jump out to an early lead as they get 5 right this week. Big Daddy and the Chili Dogs are in second place with 4 points apiece. In the Survivor pool, not much surviving and a whole lot of dying. Half of the pool is gone after week 1. The Browns knocked out James Lee, George, and Alec, and the Chiefs knocked me out. And by the way, I still hate Todd Haley. John, Rob, Steve, and Mike all advanced to week 2. Hopefully, they have better luck in week 2 than we had in week 1. I might have lost this week, but the championship trophy has taken its place back in the bookshelf at Peanut Butter Jelly Time headquarters. Thank you very much. Except I got to get some engraving done. I got to go see my boy at the trophy shop. All right, it was a great week 1. Looking forward to week 2. No Thursday games. We're back to just Sundays and Mondays. The waiver wire was already incredibly active. Super Simon going for a world record 5 quarterbacks on his team. Not sure exactly what the strategy is there, especially when his number 1 quarterback is Drew Brees. It's not like we're switching him out every week. But now he's got 5 quarterbacks on his team. So good luck with that. You got some great wide receiver and running back depth, I'm sure. Maybe you even got 2 kickers and a couple of defenses on there. I don't know what you got going on there, Simon. Who do I got this week? Larry? I don't have Simon. I don't know. Taking one of you boys down. Because here's my prediction for the week. Biggest comeback. Clash City Rockers. They're winning this week. You can take that one to the bank. All right. Week 1 in the books. Sorry for the lateness. I worked 7 days in a row. I'm tired as hell right now. But I'm off, so that's good. I'm off all weekend long. So maybe even we see a return of the Love 'em, Hate 'em on Sunday night. We'll see what happens. All right, boys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week 2 of fantasy football. And we will catch you later.